Yeah.
Hustler, you there? It's Pops.
Yeah.
You got a minute?
Yeah.
We're on air right now, Rip, live. We were just talking about Sugar Bear Kamala passing, and we were wondering if you wanted to maybe share. You always got such great stories, man. Something your favorite that way about him.
Okay. I met James, and I was wrestling for George and Gil Colton. They ran the Mississippi territory. Watts didn't have it, and Leroy McGurk didn't have it, and they ran 6 nights a week with 5 regular towns. They did Vicksburg, Greenville, Greenwood, Gulfport, Biloxi, and Jackson. We worked those every week. It was me, Big Boy Williams, Rick Connors, and Izzy Slapowitz. We all stayed at a hotel. And when Kamala would get in a fight with his old lady, he'd come over and stay at our place. It'd be like one night he was supposed to win. He won $2,000 battle royal, right? Mm-hmm. Well, his old lady wasn't smart, so she goes out and starts buying tires and shit, right? And then what happened? He was Ugly Bear Harris there, and Izzy or Percy would slap him around and make fun of him all the time. So his old lady was going to beat his ass and everything, right? For not being a man. So he had to turn babyface and be Sugar Bear Harris. So that's what was happening there. Then he went off to he was in Knoxville, went off to England. Then he come back home, and Troy Hippie Graham, who was Troy T. Tyler, who was a Dream Machine in Memphis, and Kamala went to see Troy as they was close. And we was in Mississippi all the time. We'd all meet at my fucking room and shoot shit and everything. Jerry Lawler looked at him and like shit his pants, right? And he said, "Hey, come here." He said, he drew some shit on him, right? And he said, "Would you care if I put this makeup on you and stuff?" Make a long story short, Jerry Lawler invented Kamala when he saw him. He said, "I don't want you to do any wrestling. I want you to just lumber, do this, whatever." And Kamala became a very big star, a very big money maker. And he was always one of the nicest guys in the world. Whenever we'd be in Watts' dressing room, "Hey, Rip, you want some nachos?" And I said, "No, don't buy me no goddamn nachos, Jimbo." "Well, yeah," I said, no. But he was just the nicest guy as could be. And I think a lot of people took advantage of him from being so goddamn nice. Mm-hmm. But he was a pleasure to be around. You could rib him all you want. He'd rib you back. And he was a huge guy.
Yeah.
You know. And he was real coordinated too. But he was, told not to wrestle and do limited things. He'd shut up and make money. So that's what he did. But like when we would go in watches and stuff, he always had Friday driving him around. It was different guys for Friday. But he never dressed. He didn't dress the dressing room. He'd come in like the front door when it was time for his match. And people would actually run from him. Like it was Bruiser Brody in Japan, except he wasn't swinging no chain. People were scared to death of him. Mm-hmm.
We were saying that earlier, Rip. The fact that the makeup enhanced the facial reactions of what he would do, whether it was looking inquisitive or being scared of, Jake the Snake and things like that. He did so much facially, not just the belly slapping, which was, funny and get people going in the 80s and 70s, but, the fact that he didn't speak, that even his handler, right. He would do so much show don't tell just with emotion on his face. Possibly more than any wrestler except for maybe George the Animal Steel, with that they're kind of cut from the same cloth that way. And I'm trying to think of anybody now that does a gimmick like that, almost like a Charlie Chaplin talkies type thing where, there is no speech for him. He's got to do it all show don't tell.
That's what I was going to say. It was like he's like a silent movie.
Yeah.
When he'd turn that head and look, then he'd open those eyes and stuff, and the baby face was making a comeback, and he'd never leave his feet till that one big time. They'd have to work to make that son bitch go down.
Yep.
But he took that gimmick, and it was Lawler's idea, but he took that son bitch and ran with it, made a lot of money with it. So that was cool.
Well, we appreciate you, Rip, picking up the phone, man, when we just call on a whim. I know I didn't give you the Iggy, but a lot of people were loving your appearance last week here on the Locker Room. So just wanted to say thanks for all that knowledge. Hopefully everybody's going out there and getting the book on professional wrestling, the Hustler Rip Rogers book, available on Amazon.
Yeah. On sale now at goddamn Amazon, right?
I think Ben.
It don't get any better than that.